Welcome to Human Fundamentals.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Human Fundamentals. I want you to know, first and foremost, that this is just the first iteration of this course. We will be changing and evolving with new knowledge and new insights, but we've gotten now far enough for us to present something that obviously helps people. We have some really great results from a lot of people who have been in depression, people who've been apathetic and lost and felt like life is meaningless, and they have completely turned a new leaf. It's beautiful to see. So we're really excited to share this with you guys. So what is Human Fundamentals? Human Fundamentals is kind of like a human primer. The word primer can be defined in many different ways, such as a preparatory book, a beginner's book, an introduction, a textbook, ground, and car paint primer, where car paint primers are the most common undercoats used when refinishing car bodies. They're used to build up and level feathered areas or rough surfaces to provide a smooth surface for paint. A third definition of primer is also a short nucleic acid sequence that provides a starting point for DNA synthesis. And a primer must be synthesized by an enzyme called primase, which is a type of RNA polymerase, before DNA replication can occur. And don't worry, you don't have to know about this. But when we look at Human Fundamentals is kind of like a preparatory book for driving the vehicle of our human experience, smoothing out the rough surfaces of life in the 21st century by providing a healthy fundamental understanding of natural context, inviting you to connect to the deepest tissues of your existing DNA profile, making life and understanding life simple and clear to see. We believe that if human beings truly understood the power of their genetic potential, it would invigorate such an enthusiastic reverence and respect for their life experience, whereby the process of gaining knowledge and understanding to contribute to their life and all other human lives would become a seamless and natural process instead of being faced with a bunch of resistance. For if we truly did respect and revere our human experience, we would redesign our entire system yesterday. The environments that we build with our own two hands would be centered around a fundamental focus of human understanding, a human fundamental primer paint, to navigate and sustain the complex counterintuitive nature of the most advanced biological life form in our known infinite universe, you. This simple and fundamental understanding would permeate the soul of each and every single intricate part of our collectively owned societal machinery, without resulting to tyranny, only interested in potential and frictionless possibility. The problem is, people today see it as an impossibly complex task to understand our human experience and its pitfalls in a simple way. Human Fundamentals aims to change that perspective by making life make sense again through simple explanations that anyone can understand, so that we can finally begin to create a human-made environment that is able to promote and expand on the preternatural possibilities of a living species that is interconnected to everything, not only its own species, because that's our gift as human beings, and we're not using it right now. Preternatural is defined as beyond what is normal or natural, like autumn had arrived with preternatural speed. All of the truths that we express are subject to change. We are apolitical. We attempt to be unbiased. We are not interested in being right, but are interested in getting to the right answer, truth, over time. In so doing, we seek to create an open-ended conversation with the world that aims to become immune to our impulsive tendency of reactionary communication. We believe that a reactive mindset and attitude, when discussing relevant and important questions that pertain to everyone, but hold an emotional charge, promote intolerance, divide, and fear. We believe that fear stems from an inability to evolve in challenging our own basic assumptions and approaches to life, personal worldviews that are often subjective in nature as opposed to objectively true. So in a sense, we're trying to replace reaction and reactive behavior with proactive action. Everything we say or do in an attempt to simplify the understanding of our human experience in the 21st century is subject to change, therefore. Our primary goal is to continuously evolve and improve our fundamental perspective on human life together with you. We love to be wrong. We evolve by embracing our capacity to learn from our mistakes. We truly see that as a superpower. This is important because this course looks at the philosophical big picture of being human. We're not looking at life in complete scientific detail, yet. We will, however, sometimes deduce certain philosophical realities and connect them to fascinatingly and seemingly connected scientific truths. But just like any scientific discovery or philosophy, it is all subject to change in the name of an evolving understanding. Because it is our personal worldview that human beings are suffering from an inability to find common ground with each other on the most basic of levels. We believe that a healthy platform of non-discriminatory common ground could improve the life of every single living human being on this planet. We begin our journey of discovery through the reality of opposites between such things as varying states of matter, temperature, perception, states of mind, ideologies, religion or supernatural faiths, science, morality, systemic structures, evolution, and mass psychology. In 10 years, we hope to motivate all of our perspectives through the rigorous and beautiful process of science. We believe that with a human fundamental understanding and perspective to life, human beings are able to see that all is forgiven. That does not mean, however, that all is forgotten. We simply believe that judging people at their worst from a place where they do not yet hold a human fundamental understanding is reactive. In other words, we see it as presumptuous, unfair, small-minded, and unkind. We judge instead based off of intended intention, with the goal of maximal communication potential over time, in honor of prioritizing human collaboration. We do not believe in besmirching people who hold opposing views and or sometimes to our minds hold irrational beliefs or opinions. We believe that knowing someone is about understanding their weak spots and trying to help them improve, rather than besmirching or belittling mistakes of naivety. We believe that the human collective community of the 21st century currently operates at the level of a rambunctious teenager looking for something that makes sense in order to evolve into a wise society. We believe in focusing on maximal communication potential and that it prevails over time. We believe that forgiveness is a skill that you learn to give and earn to receive, not something you simply give. Contextualization, prioritization, and summarization for maximal communication potential transfer. And the context of this is that we're not in a hurry, we're only just beginning. You're here today because you've noticed that modern man is battling against unstoppable waves of the ocean, rather than grabbing a surfboard to ride the wave into a smooth and graceful simplicity only found in fundamentality. So let's set some context so that we don't have to swim against the waves of the ocean. If we take life on this planet that began roughly 3.7 billion years ago and we compress it into 24 hours, anatomically modern man, you, enter onto the timeline of life on Earth 4 seconds before midnight. 1, 2, 3 seconds later, the first cave painting is painted onto walls as the most advanced potential life form on Earth begins to express itself artistically 1 second before midnight. And here you are, at present day, living on this ancient and beautiful but also ruthless planet, floating around in an infinite universe like a seed of conscious, cognizant life, taking the very first steps towards introducing a fundamental first principle understanding of yourself and your complex 21st century environment on a fraction of a second before midnight. And all you need to remember is that the information that I'm going to share with you today is not here to improve you. It is here to show you that there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. No matter who, where, or what circumstances you come from, the only thing that is wrong right now is the fact that you are navigating the most advanced life form in our known infinite universe without even a basic instruction manual on how to human in the first place. That's like driving a stick-shift car without any prior experience. The engine is going to stop, and the car will not move very far. But there's nothing wrong with the car. The environment around your human vehicle, however, could do with some improvements. Improvements that are impossible to achieve without implementing human fundamental understanding. You all see this today. It has become painstakingly clear. We have spent trillions of dollars on hundreds of years of scientific research that has generated astounding financial growth and a technological revolution. And all of this growth, and yet the most advanced life form on Earth, humans, have never been so unhappy. Trillions of dollars, but no guidelines that improve our fundamental clarity, giving context to what we're experiencing as human beings and what our goal as a collective is. Why are we here? And so we chase the riches in our fraction of a second old human created environment, only to find out that the money, the fame, and the glory only makes us feel even more empty inside. You are here because you know that there's something you're looking for inside your phone, but you keep on noticing that you aren't finding it. So we're the human bonking on the phone.